hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Live with Fefe and Freddy season 13, episode 24. And we are, of course, your Wednesday night conversation. I am Freddie Prince Charming, and of course, over there up this side is Felicia Fefe Minor, who may or may not have connection issues. We will find out as we go.
We'll be in
And we
suspense.
have Right, it could be. It's like a surprise. We never know. We have an exciting show lined up for y'all tonight. We have the multi-talented Erick Turner joining us. He was on with us last season, and this, which way? There you go. This is his artwork that sits behind me every day, every show. We're going to be talking about, how look, if you're going to be in a group chat and you want that group chat to, have classified or sensitive information, you definitely want to make sure Signal is the app that you're using. No other app will do for group chats containing classified information. So yeah, we've got a bunch more going on as well. All right, so housekeeping. If you want the VIP treatment, you can get exclusive content on our Patreon. Where is our little... There we go. Patreon.com/live with Fefe and Freddy. We have... I just got notified today that one of our patrons is going to be receiving their merch soon. I don't know which patron. Could be any patron. So somebody's going to be getting merch soon. No idea who it is, but if you are joining either the closer look, which is the $5 or up, you can get merch like a sticker, a mug, a t-shirt, a tote bag, all that good stuff after like a few months of being our patron. And we don't have to worry about sending it off. That is taken care of by Patreon, which is nice because, yeah, it's just easier that
I love
way.
duct tape.
Right. It's much easier that way. Much easier that way. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Loud and clear, dear.
I know. Look at that.
And you don't seem to be like stuttering either on my end. So hopefully this works. I don't know.
Fingers crossed. We will see.
I feel like we need like mouse pads with the two of you on them. That'd be cute.
I'm just gonna roll your mouse over our faces.
Well, I mean, people would be thinking about you all the time.
This is true. This is true.
I have ideas of other things that could roll across our faces, but yeah.
Remember the mice with the ball?
Oh my god. You have to like undo it and like take the ball out and clean it every so often because it would get all sticky and like dirty and just collect grime.
But that'd be
kids today have no idea.
I'm sorry, I
now
wasn't
it's all
around
like
then. So
laser tech and shit. I'm like, God, now like your mouse works on like almost any surface. Never used to be that way. You'd have to get a mouse pad because the ball wouldn't work on anything but a fucking mouse pad.
Almost required it.
It was a weird time.
Yeah, it was very, and that was some high tech shit.
Technology these days. So we'd like to thank our patrons. Bill, Brandon, Cassandra, Chris, and Michelle, D, Drake Jensen, belated birthday wishes to Drake Jensen, and Michael, Casey Starr, Carrie and Corey, Joan, Laura, Leanne, Madam Askew, and the Grand Arbiter, Nicole, Patricia Mason, and Shannon.
Yeah.
That's a nice list.
Which now we know that Freddy knows all of them.
Yes. The mystery of Bill has been solved.
Can we talk about the new intro, though? Like, you all had an upgrade since I was last with you.
I mean, it changes every season. So
it was really snazzy. I enjoyed it.
Yay, look at us. Whoopee. That's all Felicia, because... I mean, I don't know. I'm getting pretty handy with things like I'm getting pretty handy with like Canva. So, watch out, world. I'm a graphic designer.
Get it?
Oh.
I'm also a photographer. you know, 'cause
Mm.
I have a
That's a
camera.
photographer too.
Oh. Mm. Art is
Ah,
objective, whatever. Uh, anyway, a huge shout out to Marissa of Wigs of a Kind for supplying the wigs.
This is actually a Wigs of
For
a
us.
Kind wig this week.
Oh my
I
god! I'm so
know,
proud of
I
you.
know.
I'm so proud of
He's
you.
handsome.
Look at you.
It's
Don't eat the
fine.
wigs.
I thought I
They're
had a
not
can
edible.
of hairspray in here to like get some of this off of like but I don't, so it's fine. I'm probably just gonna be
Oh,
fucking with it like all night, just getting it away from my face.
it's
You
okay. I
just
play with
didn't.
my hair all night
It's
anyway.
fine.
That's why that's why Marissa always sends me wigs that go this way.
Right.
She
Because
doesn't like
otherwise you're gonna be fucking with it the
and
Like,
entire
don't ruin my
time.
wig.
this absolutely drives her crazy because then she'll send me a message like, "Do you have to play with it?" And I'm like,
She'd be like, you're gonna fuck it up.
I will. I remember. But if you want to support us, go ahead and throw your money at us. Send us a message. We be broke. We
That's
both have
fabulous.
kids at home.
I know. I have teenagers, so I have no food.
So yeah. How was your weekend, Freddie?
Actually pretty good. Relatively productive, all considering, which is like interesting. So Thursday we had sex trivia, which is always fun. We had a good crowd. Both games were like full. I think we had
Full
like 12 or
house.
13 teams both games, which was awesome.
Mhm.
All right.
Saturday had dinner with my aunt and uncle, who I always feel so bad because they actually live here. Like they live in Apache Junction, like the nice part of Apache Junction. They have a
Uh-huh.
beautiful home right at the foothills of the Superstitions. Like it's gorgeous, beautiful. But I always forget, so I never see them unless usually it's like once a year on like Thanksgiving, if that. Like they also they're kind of doing the snowbird thing right now because they have a house in Illinois. So so but you know, they're like, we want to have you
So
guys
they're
over
about to leave.
because yes, they're actually going to go on vacation first. I think they were doing the Balkan capitals, and then they'll be heading back
Oh.
to Illinois in a little while.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it was like they're gonna go do the Balkan capitals to celebrate my uncle's 80th birthday, and I'm like, you know, I wish I had that much energy now, much less when I'm 80. But
Really.
when I'm 80, like I would love to be able to still be able to do that. And like when they go on vacation, they don't just go and like sit at a resort somewhere. They are doing things. My uncle is a very proficient like wildlife photographer, so he usually carries his gear and like, you know, so
Mm.
they're all over the place. Yes, and they added my partner to the family tree because now it's official. Um, so yeah,
Oh.
it was kind of, my uncle was like, "Hey, you know, I need your help with something." And of course, it's like, "What the fuck?" So he comes back with like, you know, it's like, "Okay, I need your full name and whatever because I'm going to add you to the family tree." So you know, I'm like,
That is like an honor, isn't it?
I know. Well, I mean, yes, but also it's a thing because we're
I
married.
mean, I've
So
been
it's like,
at family events or other people's family events, and you could tell like just the family doesn't like the spouse of another
Right.
well, there is
relative.
that, but yeah, no, they love her, and they're such good people. Like they are great. My uncle,
I
you
mean, I
know,
know good people that do evil things, so
yes, but
there's that.
that's not that's a good other chunk of my family that is not this.
Oh, well, I hope that
This
she never meets them. So,
Or if she does,
family
it's on a good day.
I know, and
and if they have a family tree,
my aunt is like my uncle married her, I think almost like 20 years ago or something after his first wife died. She was a bitch. And I will
oh,
say
so
that
she would not have added D to the family
no.
tree.
She literally traumatized me as a kid.
Oh,
Oh, she was evil. absolutely fucking evil.
Yay, traumatizing relatives.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
some of the things that would come out of her mouth when she was wasted, which was most of the time, like, ugh. Bleh. So
Oh,
when I got the chance to meet, when he remarried, I got to meet my aunt,
his
and
darling wife.
I was like, oh my God, like this woman is amazing. And my uncle has a personality. Who knew? Because his ex-wife was so like
Where'd he go?
overbearing and just like, ugh. Yeah, so definitely he upgraded. And then
I gotta
Sunday,
see.
um, we had I have rehearsal in the morning. I got up early and made breakfast because my partner requested that I make breakfast. I'm not a big breakfast person. Like I'm not a huge like breakfast
Why?
food person. I'm not a big breakfast person. I'm
But I
just
love
not. I
Like,
never really have been. Although the only time
I
I'm good
picture
at
you
like
making, like, delicious breakfast things, like
oh, I make damn
pastries
good
and
breakfasts. I make really good breakfasts. I really do. I just don't care
mhm.
for breakfast. My favorite
Oh, like
breakfasts
eating it.
are like Asian breakfast, so like Indonesian fried rice or
Mm.
like I don't care for westernized breakfast. It's very heavy. I don't
Oh, okay. Okay.
it's never been my thing. Like every once in a while I'll be like, "Oh, I could go for a pancake," but not usually. So I got up early, made breakfast, went to rehearsal, came back, did some yard work. Oh, y'all will be happy to hear that the giant fucking pig house that has been sitting upended in the yard since we brought it home will be moved to its proper place tomorrow.
Yay.
Oh, did you find somebody?
Yes, we did. A friend of ours, because we have a friend who he's like a partner in like a construction company, and we're like, okay, we have to move this fucking pig house because everything else in the yard depends on the pig house being put where it needs to be, right? And for those of you that have missed this pig house is solid
I
wood,
think we talked about it on Patreon first.
right?
I
It
don't know
is
if we talked about it on the
8
show
feet
first.
long, 4 feet wide, and about 6 feet tall. Solid wood and probably weighs anywhere between 800 and 1,000 pounds. It is not a light,
That's just
like
an
it is
easy
a
lift.
right. It is a heavy duty house that's designed to be like a playhouse for children, but it's going to work great for the pigs. And we
Mm.
managed to get it off the U-Haul, but it is currently like it has been sitting upended because it like slid down the U-Haul and like boop, so it's been sitting upended right by our gate for weeks because we've been trying to figure out first of all how to get it back down without killing somebody or breaking the house. And
Ooh.
so we had a chance to talk to our friend and we were like, look, this is our dilemma. We don't know what to do. We need to be able to figure out how to move this stupid thing. And he's like, oh, I have a
Without dying.
right. He's like, I have a insert type of machinery here that I don't remember. It's like a forklift, but it's not a forklift, but it can masquerade as a forklift. I don't know. But he's like, oh, I can totally just like bring that and then we can move it over, and moving it over will take about maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so all in total. And I'm
Oh.
like, fuck you.
All right.
So that will be
Oh,
done tomorrow. Praise
that
little
was
baby
very
Jeebus.
masculine.
Because after
Mm.
that, literally everything else that's like needs to happen in the yard can happen in the yard. Like
Oh.
but it's all dependent on this pig house. So
Well,
that's
are
very
you taking down
exciting.
the pool? Have you taken down the pool already?
The pool has already been drained and moved, and we didn't realize that at some point the pump decided to turn off.
What?
So the pool is going bye-bye, and we're getting a new pool because there is no way this pool can be salvaged.
Wah,
It's
wah.
yeah, it
Interesting.
was unfortunate, but it's okay.
Pigs get a new
Right.
house.
Well, it's fine.
You get a
We're
new
getting a new
pool.
pool, so everything will be up and running by, summer, thank God, because we cannot do a summer in this
A lot of
house
things happening at your
without a
house.
pool. Like we
This is
need a
interesting.
fucking pool. Like it is too damn hot and I am too damn miserable without having a pool. So, the pool will be up and running hopefully within the next few
That was
weeks.
exhausting.
Because we have a few things that we need to like tweak with that too. But then we can like turn the spot where the pigs are right now will be turned into like an actual like garden spot, because there's a massive tomato plant that's already growing in there that was not planted, but you know, this damn thing is like this, it's
Oh,
massive, it's huge, it's massive tomato plant. So it's a good area.
I love how your yard is just an eclectic blend of
It
things.
really is. It really is. But it works. It's fine. And once it's actually put together, it's actually really nice, especially since we put up like the shade sails. We've got lights and stuff now over there. Like it's a whole ass thing. And my nose is itchy. Oh my god, this fucking hair. So yeah. Productive weekend. Productive weekend. How was yours, Felicia?
Wow. Wow. I don't have a pig house in my backyard because when I spit out the back door, it hit the wall.
Yeah.
So I don't have one of those huge yards that you speak of, and I rather not because I'm not a very good keeper of the yard.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like we have grass or
So,
anything, and we make the kids pick up the dog poop. So,
oh, but I have rocks, so have at it. Move the rocks, pick up the poop, do the thing. We had sex trivia on Thursday. It seemed like it was mostly new people. We had our people that we knew toward the front, but we had a lot of the one thing about sex trivia was you meet all kinds of people, but we had a group in the back that appropriately named themselves the Babies.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
And these were people that were born, were they born in like 2002?
No, I think
it
it's like 2005, 2004. Like they're just barely 21. I'm like, oh, because there was
and I was like,
one of the questions had something to do with like 2001, and they're like, we weren't born yet. I'm like,
girl.
And I was like, oh. So they were thoroughly learning, and we did have a couple of like 21-year-olds that had just like turned
literally
21,
just
like,
turned
the
21
night
like the day before. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I was like, oh wow, I don't remember these days because I purely drank through my 21st year. But good for them. Good for them. Good for them. They got to learn some sex trivia and celebrate their 21st birthday. But I was like, oh my goodness, the clock is ticking. Like they were like, when was that? Like that one of the questions was like about a president, and they were like, who? And I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. It was distressing to say the least.
And I just want to let folks know that sex is not just about genitalia. When you come to our sex trivia, you will learn history.
Everybody, what did she say? She expected it to just be like the dirty,
culture.
kinky shit. And I'm like,
I was like, that's in there.
Right.
But,
I mean, like, yes, there's some of that in there, but also there's a lot more to it because
like,
there's
what?
more to sex than just that. But thank you.
Yes. And to the people that think it's just in and out, whatever hole you decide. But it's more than that. But especially the folks that were like, what is sounding?
Oh.
Oop. And then Friday, got my nails done. And then had some doctor's appointments. Stayed home over the weekend and didn't do much because I had a child that was sick and continued to be sick until like yesterday.
Oh, no,
so
that's awful. Sick
children are hard to deal with in general, but sick children,
yeah. And doesn't get much better once they turn into teenagers either. I will say that. I think.
Well, it doesn't get better once they're adults either.
I'm a big baby
married to the biggest baby. That when he gets sick, it's like you just want to wrap them up and send them down the river. So everybody should be healthy. Knock on wood, somebody, because I am done.
Well,
Done.
if they're not,
Like
that's
5
too damn
days of
bad, and it's
that.
somebody else's. Like, it's somebody
Off to
else's
school you
turn to
go.
take care of them. Like,
Yeah. But so that was my weekend. How about you, Eric? You've been sitting there so
I know,
patiently
waiting for
listening
my
to us
turn.
jibber jab.
My husband and I had our guy Ben came into town to visit, so the three of us got to run around and make all sorts of trouble. And trying to think of all the things we did. Like we went out to dinner because it was his birthday, so we got to celebrate his birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
Then we did Easter brunch over at my dad's place with his new wife, and that was super nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I feel like a theme is new wives.
Okay,
Yeah.
but to be fair, my
is the
uncle's
new
new
wife?
wife isn't all that new. They've literally been together for like
I
20
mean,
years.
20 years new, whatever.
Like, it's not like.
I was referring to D as the new
Oh.
wife, but there you have it.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
You forgot already. That's wonderful.
It's fine.
So is she a delight?
Yeah, she's super nice. I enjoy her.
We'll turn the cameras off.
Right. Well, we'll ask you for your real opinion later.
I'm actually not a really good liar, so. No, she's super nice. We had a delightful meal out there. They also live in Apache Junction out in the foothills.
Nice.
I'm kind of mad at the both of you. You drove right past
like,
me
hey,
then.
Girl. So yeah, it was cute. They've been doing work on the house, so it was neat to see everything that they've been getting done with.
Oh, nice.
They have been traveling all over the place too. So, like,
wow.
Freddy,
So
I'm
the
like,
thing
I
to
don't
do
know
is
where they
be an
get the energy,
AJ
but
and travel.
I'm like, I'm lucky if I have the energy to like get out of bed and go to the living room. Like, it's like, oh, speaking of Apache Junction, when you drove out to AJ, did you see the lovely folks that are like literally selling ammo in a roadside stall?
I missed them.
Yeah, we literally fucking people out there, just like a fucking table, a couple tables, and a sign that says ammo, and I'm like, what? Are you just giving it away? Like off the back of a truck? I'm like
people sell oranges on the side of the road. That kind of thing.
Apparently, they're not allowed to do it, but they don't seem to care. They're right across the street from a house that was flying a Confederate flag very proudly.
Ooh, cute.
Yay.
Oh, that's very on brand for AJ.
I used to work with this great lady named Elam when I was in college. She was like an immigrant from Ghana. She had a fabulous accent. And this dude comes through her line and he's in a t-shirt with a Confederate flag on it. And she has like beautiful, like coal black skin, absolutely gorgeous. And she just looks him up and down and is like, I like your shirt. I want one. And then she proceeded to bring him up in silence. I was like, you know what, bitch?
That's oh my god, awesome. That's fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Oh my god.
Yeah, she was kind of a bad bitch. I enjoyed her.
That's fantastic.
I have to look up this AJ. I don't go.
You drive by it on the way to the Renaissance Festival.
There's two very distinct parts of AJ. There's like the parts that you drive through, sort of on the back road where people are out on the side of the street selling ammo and waving Confederate flags around. And, you know, the less nice part of AJ. And then you move sort of past or like towards like the Lost Dutchman, and then there's like that, like the area that's like off there, like that goes like into the foothills and like the base of the mountain.
Really big houses on big plots of land.
Right. Yeah. And that would be where my aunt and uncle decided to build their custom house that is full of furniture that they literally brought over from Thailand.
All right.
Oh.
And yeah.
So it's a house for furniture.
My uncle worked in Thailand. He was there for over 20 years. So when they moved and brought everything, like they have they brought tile to be able to like do their bathroom. Like, so they have like, they brought all sorts of shit. And I was like, God damn it.
I need a
That sounds really cool.
Like, I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Their house is gorgeous. They have all sorts of like absolutely beautiful.
Well, call them up and tell them while they're traveling, we're going to go through their house.
My aunt and uncle also moved out in that area, and they let Ryan and I have our wedding there. It was really sweet.
Aww.
Because they had a gorgeous backyard with a beautiful view of the mountains. So we got married at sunset. It was very romantic.
That's yeah. You look out there like little dining nook window, and you have just a wall of superstitions that at sunset just turn bright red and are just beautiful.
Yeah. I grew up out there, actually. It's a bit more gentrified now than when I was growing up there.
It's very white.
We got Tyler saying they are over there.
Yeah, and the shitty part. Well, yeah.
I mean, well,
it's what it is. It's AJ. It is what it is. It's just...
Do they still have the antique shops? That's
they do, and actually they're pretty great. You can occasionally come across some like really unfortunate racist memorabilia, but other than that, like you can also just find really weird random stuff.
There's a saloon. Oh God, what is the name of there's a saloon that's out there on the road that goes out to the Lost Dutchman. I can't remember what the hell is the name of the saloon?
Is it Dirtwater Springs?
Well, you have a thing called.
I know,
Google?
but I don't. But we were laughing because this damn saloon we were watching the last season of 90 Day Last Resort, and
oh God,
they kept going out to this bar in AJ, and I'm like, why the hell? The resort that they were in was like over in Scottsdale. I know which resort it was. We think it was the Omni, but they kept like there was all this footage of them at this fucking saloon, the Hitching Post. That's the one, the Hitching Post. The Hitching Post, and like I saw a sign and I went, "That's an AJ. What the fuck are they doing driving all the way from Scottsdale to Apache Junction? Like, were there no bars in Scottsdale? Like, I'm like, there were no bars in Scottsdale that wanted to be like, yeah, no. They're all like, no, y'all are crazy. We don't want you in here.
I refuse to believe that.
I'm like, they're gonna drive from Scottsdale to AJ? That's fucking. I don't know. Anyway,
that must have been like a scouting error.
I don't know. It was something. That was something.
That was a scouting error.
Hey, Jesse.
Somebody Googled something and it was like, oh, hey, Jesse.
They're like, I think this is close. I think this is close.
So speaking of Eric, for those of you that are longtime watchers / listeners on the podcast, you'll know that we had Eric on last season. And you know,
it seems so long ago.
It seems like forever. I described you as an artist, a Leatherman, and a modern Renaissance man. So, but we're super tickled to have you back. Tell us just a little bit about yourself, what you do, all the things.
Who are you?
This is you. This is all you.
Well, I have been active in the Phoenix leather community I started in like 2010, so 15 years now.
Careful, we know children that haven't.
That's more time than I care to think about, but I have made a lot of really, really great friends. We have a really weird, cool formula here that I enjoy a great deal, in that we enjoy our leather scene, but we don't take it like so seriously that you're constantly tripping over rules or wondering like what you're supposed to be doing or what you should wear. Here, it's very much show up looking like your fabulous self. We will be excited to see what you turn out. If you wear something nobody has seen before, we're all going to gag and we'll be excited, as opposed to asking like, should you be wearing that? And there's a lot of different groups. There is Arizona Leather Bears and Cubs. Their home bar is Newtown, so they're more on the east side. Arizona Men of Leather, their home bar is Anvil, and Phoenix Boys of Leather, their home bar is Anvil as well. But the different groups are consistently hosting different events. There was just a Mr. Anvil contest recently. And I have found my place there. You know, moving through the queer world is sometimes difficult. We have to figure out where we fit. And if we don't find the right people, then I feel like we become the wrong people.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, say that again.
if we don't find the right people, we become the wrong people. But here, with the leather folks here, I feel like I was able to become like the best version of me.
I mean, as someone who has spent some time with the Phoenix Boys of Leather, I can confirm that group is a great group of folks for sure.
Yeah, it's a good time. I am also what we call like a glam daddy. If you can see, I don't have like an eagle pin. I have a cameo in my hat, and I'm one that likes to kind of switch it up with my leather gear. I'll do some like masculine leather, some feminine. It depends on how hot it is and how much I'm gonna do.
Oh Lord, leather in Arizona, especially during the summer. I'm like,
it's in the heart.
When I see everybody in the leather garb, I'm like, oh, are you breathing in there?
Sometimes we are. But I mean, you both do drag. You know that Beauty and Agony live side by side.
We cook.
This is how this goes.
We cook.
Beauty is pain. It's just what it is. You know.
And sweat.
A lot of it.
Lots of sweat.
And sweat and cosmetics.
But that's the beauty of this podcast. I'm not wearing any.
There you go. Over the last few years, I have also been leaning into like how my creative life intersects with my leather life. Mr. and Miss Phoenix Leather, the contest just had their last year. They had been going for, I think, like 16, 17 years, like a long time. And they decided, you know what?
What do you mean last year?
We've made the impact. We're going to move on. But we had developed an event, me and a few other people that I know, that we called Artists of the Floating World. And the idea was that as leather people, we see each other in bars in very specific contexts doing very specific things. So we see each other like with paddles or floggers or, you know, in our leather jackets and everything. But so many people in the leather scene are actually really creative and talented that my thought was, well, like, I want to see more of that. So me, Patrick O'Ryan, Celine Chevalier, Ben Stomperpup, and Austin Kent, we all put this event together and we made it like an artist salon. So people would submit like original music that they had written, prose, poetry, and we would all show up like dressed in our leather gear, like we're going out to a night at the bar, but we would hear each other like read your sexy poetry or play songs that they'd written. So we got to see these new sides of each other that was really, really cool. And we have now done that 3 times. And because the leather contest is not continuing, we decided this year, instead of it being a fundraiser, we would make it free to attend. Part of the mission that I decided on for this year was that I want art and creativity to be more accessible to the people in our community. I know you two do this all the time. Like Freddy, you're doing this with Drag Story Hour all the time. Both of you are doing sex trivia. You're like getting your drag out there where people can experience it. But with the world being the way that it is, we need a place that not only we can connect, but also a place that we can experience joy that kind of takes us out of the day-to-day bullshit that we're living with right now.
Right.
And
absolutely,
arts events are unfortunately usually the purview of people with disposable income. So if you can afford to go to these things, great. But for people that are working a couple jobs, just barely making it through, they want access to those things, but they're not available. So my thought was like, let's change that. So we made Artists of the Floating World free. I have also started a figure drawing class over at Ripple. Those of you who don't know,
I saw
Ripple
that.
is a great facility here in Phoenix.
Yep.
They do HIV services. They're fabulous. And Jeremy and his husband, who run the space, want it to be like a community space as well.
They do. In fact, my next rehearsal for Fan Fusion is happening on Sunday at the Ripple facility.
Nice.
So yeah, they've got all sorts of stuff there, and they've really made it into a very welcoming space for like basically whatever anybody wants to do. If you're a part of the community and you need a space, if you reach out to Ripple, if they've got space, they will let you do your thing there. Like it's great.
I just talked to Jeremy and he was like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. So it has now become the third Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m.
We're busy.
Yeah, Wednesdays are bad for me. So
yeah, you guys are, I guess you have something going on. I'll send you a selfie though.
Cool, thank you.
Thanks.
But it's been really cool because I've had attendees that are of all different levels of experience. Some people that have clearly done this before, others that are picking up a pencil and drawing a person for the first time, but it's something that they wanted to do. And now they don't have to have like an extra grand laying around to audit a figure drawing class at a community college. So that's been really fun. And I'm excited to see what it'll evolve into. We've thought about maybe doing different types of like painting workshops, or Celine was talking about hosting a writing workshop. So it's going to be kind of an evolving thing based on what the demand looks like, but it's been really rewarding being able to connect with people on a creative level and see them like bring their talents out and experience things they wouldn't otherwise have access to.
I will never be at a figure drawing class, not because I don't want to, but because I can't draw for shit and my stick figures look like they have gout. So I'm like, I have talents in other areas. That is not one of them. But I love that is actually happening.
Oh my God, you made me cry. Oh,
sorry. Like, I love that is a thing. I love that, you know, because it is, you know, people do want to learn things.
But you said all levels, and I think
no.
All
I
levels.
am beyond all level. I am not. No, that is not applicable to me.
You know what could be cool though is if maybe we figured it out on a different night of the week when you weren't occupied, you could come and like teach a drag makeup class, or like how to do.
Oh, I can't do that either. Mine's mediocre at best. Just kidding.
I mean,
but yes, I could totally do something. Like, although that'd be so weird. I wouldn't know how I would teach something like that. Like, I can do my own face, but trying to teach people how to do it, I don't know. It'd be interesting. But I love that because it's like you said, people want to be able to do these things, but you know, maybe it's like a one-off somewhere. So you have like one figure drawing class, you know, that somebody decided to do once, you know, a year ago, and people are like, well, this was really cool, but well, shit, you know, the fact that it's a regular thing, people don't have to go pay a ton of money to like a community college or whatever to go learn figure drawing, you know?
Well, even like some of the ones like in my neighborhood are not like, I want to say like, I don't feel like they're safe spaces.
And there's that.
Because maybe there's not people like me.
Right. Okay.
And I don't think that, and we like to be around people.
Absolutely.
And so I think putting things together like this gives us to, especially if like, there's a lot of people that don't have those places like in their home or in their neighborhood. And so if they can go to these places and feel safe and do what they love, then
there's a few people that have come out who I've seen like now start to make connections with the other people in the class, and that's been really cool. This last class, there was a gentleman who had like just moved here, and he was wanting to look to meet people, and he saw this on Ripple's page, so he came out and he had a great time.
And that's the other thing too, is that it's not in a bar.
Right. Yeah. We need to have
Yeah,
I like
that's what I was gonna
don't get me wrong, but for people that are sober, or maybe they're just looking for something a little different, people that are introverted and they don't want all that noise or that many people, having some alternatives where you still get to connect with the community, but it's not maybe so extra.
Right.
I think that's
like
important.
I'm one of those people that I'm not generally a fan of a bar. Like, unless I'm performing, you're probably not going to find me in a bar very often. Every once in a while, but like, I'm not a big drinker, and drunk people annoy the fuck out of me. And
I'm right
if
here.
like,
Oh my
like if
God.
there's loud music, you can't even really socialize. You just basically sit there and either yell at each other across a table or go see, you know,
Yeah.
so there's like, it's hard, you know? So having something where you can connect with community outside of that environment, I think is fantastic.
Plus, I feel like we really don't get to know each other.
Yeah, we get to have a lot of like
and
surface
this
level
is
interactions in our
Right.
spaces, which is fine. But when we want to see the different sides of each other, we maybe need different avenues.
I mean, there's some people that I'm good with them knowing me on a surfacey level. Like, I don't need them.
Yeah, that's true for everyone.
I don't need them all up in my shit. I don't need them knowing my business. Yeah.
Yeah. Those people stay at bay. But I think that this is great for folks. Have you had many folks that are like allies to the community show up to these events?
I think it has been mostly queer folks. Like, I haven't been like taking attendance or anything where I'm like, hey, which letter are you? But
check their gay card.
Yeah, like scan them with the tricorder. Like,
seems like we have an ally in the house.
But Ripple advertises in a variety of spaces, so I think the word is kind of getting out. I imagine in places like Drag Story Hour or Sex Trivia, you two probably run into more of that than I do. I'm guessing your crowd.
I would think so, probably, just because I mean, it's very.
But you never know.
This is true. I mean, you know. So I have to ask, because I'm a fan of your art. Like, obviously, I have your art. I color in your art every time you do the Color a Bear. You know, so I've seen your art all over the place. I'm familiar with your art. I'm familiar with your style. Where do you get your inspiration for the different things that you do? Because a lot of it has sort of a similar sort of theme, but then every so often there's something that's completely different over here. But it like, you can tell it's all very you, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. It's funny because when I was younger, like it was all like the angsty, like I have to get this out of myself, and I drew with lots of black. The figures were all skinny and very haunted looking, but I actually gave up art for a long time in my the first half of my 30s. I was kind of like over it. And the thought was that making art has never made me happy. But then I got to a place where I was like, well, I don't have to be so precious about it. Like, I can just do this for fun. And so I started drawing things that like I thought were sexy or funny. And that has kind of evolved. A lot of my work is now inspired by music. And most of the pieces that I have now, usually I will crib like a snippet of lyrics to use as the title, and that kind of reminds me of what the feeling was that inspired that image. But now I've been really excited to see how vibrant and colorful my work has become, because it tells me that I have changed in the way that I see the world, and that makes me feel really good.
I love that. I have to say, some of your favorite stuff, my favorite stuff favorite. Oh my God. Some of my favorite stuff of yours, going? It's fine. I actually love the satyrs that you do.
Oh yes, they're fun.
Your satyrs are super fun. I love that you use like music as inspiration. What? Okay. Oh, another question for you. And I'll probably have more that I will save for the Patreon. But
You're fangirling.
Wow. What is your favorite piece of yours?
Ooh.
Can I show your Instagram? Is that?
Yeah, my Instagram is the Mayan Viking.
I already know.
What's my favorite piece? That's hard right now. I typically have like, I'm pulling up my gallery right now. I typically have like my favorite piece that I've done recently. But I think my favorite one is, I'm going to be cheesy. It's one that I did for my husband on our first anniversary.
Aww.
And the title of it was Be With You. And it is in a little forest clearing, and it is a unicorn standing there and like a little wood sprite, and they're looking at each other.
Oh, that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, like, it's kind of like that's he and I. And I think that's the one I'm fond of.
You also don't just do like paintings and such. You are a photographer. You also do a lot of the like the promo and artwork and stuff like that for, is it Stray Cat?
Yes. Yeah, they're a good company
and
to work for too.
You also do, oh god, what is it called with the flowers? With the
Ikebana.
That's the one.
Yes.
That's the one. So
I love how
scroll down, Felicia. Scroll down. So like the flowers.
Yeah.
This?
Like that's like, that is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Like, it's so pretty. Like, yeah. So yes, Eric is like this is why I called him a sort of a modern Renaissance man, because he does all the things, like
all of it,
all the things. But go check out his Instagram, and most of your stuff is available for purchase, like prints and things like that, right?
Yes. I'm weirdly picky on who I sell to.
Get them.
But for the most part, yes. The one piece I was talking about, the Be With You image, I'm not allowed to sell because that's just for my husband. But, but the others, yeah.
And you actually you use a lot of different bodies and things.
Oh, you did the Queer Center logos too?
Oh, I did do the Queer Center logos, yeah.
I have 50 million buttons because every time I see the Queer Center in anything, fucking Dave gives me a fucking button. I have so many Queer Center fucking buttons.
That's how he rolls.
Oh, yeah.
But
like you use like bigger bear bodies, you use trans bodies, you use like all sorts of different bodies, and I love that because not every artist does that.
Yeah, I like a little variety. Felicia, if you scroll up a little bit. Yeah.
Scroll up.
Not down, up.
Keep going.
You're going down. Scroll up.
There you go. And then on the left side, the kind of angel figure. This is one that I did this year after the inauguration.
No, the angel figure. Angel. Oh, no, over sorry, here. Oh my god.
Can't see my mic.
It's like, no, not that one. Oh my god, Felicia.
I know. I'm getting there. Calm down. Sorry, my mic was in the way. I couldn't see the screen.
But if you click the little arrow, you'll see the like not censored version. But this was
this arrow.
This was a piece I felt compelled to do after the inauguration, with all of the like crazy legislation that started getting thrown out about trans people, and like the erasure of non-binary people, etc. So. The image I had in my mind here was, we can see she is rising, but with the people below, we don't all the way know if they are cheering for her or if she is escaping them. And I feel like I was trying to identify or empathize with what I imagine a lot of trans people are feeling right now. So this was the image that came to mind.
It's gorgeous.
Oh,
yeah.
And this is available for print too?
See, go do the thing.
And how do people get
You can just DM me on Instagram, and I will work that out.
Yes.
Go support local artists. And Jesse, who the fuck is Freddy Cortez?
Yeah, I was wondering who that is too.
Really, Jesse? Really? The fuck is Freddy Cortez? The fuck?
You about to be in?
That's fine. It's fine. He probably, you know, it's age. He probably hasn't figured out how to work his phone right.
Whoa!
It's fine. We appreciate him being up past his bedtime.
He's gonna get you.
Oh my god!
He can try, but.
I love Jesse.
Jesse knows I love him.
So if I see a mugshot of Jesse and then you disappear somewhere.
Jesse, he's.
Oh, did you miss it?
It's the Mayan Viking, Madame Askew. The Mayan Viking.
And the project that we've been doing with kind of putting art out there, we've called it the Open Circle Art Collective. And my goal is for it to kind of evolve and incorporate different types of media. So if any of your listeners have thoughts or ideas about what kind of workshops or classes would be cool, I would love to hear about it. And then we can see what steps we would need to take.
Yes, throw Eric all the ideas, because the more ideas that they get, the more workshops and things that they can put out there. So definitely throw him all the ideas. And you have an art show coming up, do you not?
Yes, the erotic art show at Exposed Studio and Gallery. It's an annual thing. It will open on May 2nd. There is going to be an artist reception. I may or may not be naked getting body painted at it.
Ooh.
So if you would like to see me without my clothes on, that would be the night to do it. Although, let's be real, most people have.
I was gonna say, I feel like for most people that'd be just like, okay, cool. It's like Tuesday.
It's like the worst thing in Phoenix. But
every day
there will also be models and events going on over the weekend. So the 3rd and the 4th as well, from 11 to 4. We'll have models for people to draw and photograph, and I'll be kind of art directing everything. So since you two are busy on Wednesday,
I wish I was in town on the 2nd. I'm actually I'm in Tucson on the 2nd, so I'm like, I know I missed that one, but that's okay. Go
Greg
and support
the owner of the Exposed Studio and Gallery. Great guy. He's been there forever, and he is a big supporter of arts in Phoenix as well.
Yes.
He lets us use the gallery space for free for the Floating World event we were describing. And I'm going to have 10 pieces in this show, which is the most I've ever shown anywhere.
Wow.
So
that's a lot. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh.
Well,
congratulations on that. That is a
I'm
big
working on finishing the last one now.
Ooh.
Right now, as we're on the show.
I mean,
he's multitasking.
Yeah, it's in one of my other tabs.
I see.
In Phoenix, we would love to see you there. Even if you just come out and see all the sexy
even
parts.
if you're not in Phoenix, come on.
There you go. Unless you
is going to have some work there too, and
unless you're in Tucson, don't skip.
If you're in Tucson, don't come up here for that. If you're in Tucson, go to the Entice Burlesque show.
But your show is on the 2nd.
Yes.
Yeah, the opening reception is on the 2nd, and then there's also stuff the 3rd and the 4th.
Okay, well then I guess that's fine.
So
you can go the 3rd and the 4th.
Like after your show.
On the 2nd, go to Tucson.
Yeah, after your show, they can come up and they can essentially follow you back.
There you go. But make sure everybody goes and follows Eric so that you can keep track of all the cool stuff that he is getting into. We do have a little bit of news. I use the term very lightly these days.
Is it called news now, or is it called
not
like
even
The comics. I
news.
feel like it's like the comics. You
We're
remember,
living in
like, when
The
you would
Onion is what is happening. We are living in The
Oh,
Onion, which The Onion is no
yes!
longer
That's what
producing
it is.
satire because there's nothing to produce because we're living in it.
Right.
Their material's being stolen.
Literally can't make this shit up. Fucking, that's the problem.
I'm gonna throw this. Hold on. Whee! I can't believe the news. There was some other stuff in the news that is unbelievable.
I had to. I'm like picking and
this
choosing. I
is
went through some of this stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know what to.
You're like, "Oh my god, that can't be true." And then you, like, check, like,
And then you're like,
50
oh
different
no.
sources, and you're like,
Wow.
"God, this is real." And then some of them actually have video, so you're like, "God, this is real?" Yeah, so, I hope we know a lot of people in the Midwest. Um, I hope that the folks in the Midwest are okay and not displaced or unhoused. But folks were left homeless in Arkansas after tornadoes in March. They have been blocked from receiving federal recovery aid after dump truck. Smart. Nope, not smart. Denied the state's request to declare a major disaster.
So it wasn't bad
So,
enough. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Do better next time.
so even like I think it was last week or this week, there was like a series of storms that went through. Do they call it
It's
Tornado
Tornado
Alley or
Alley.
something
Yep.
like that? And those states are like fighting to get federal aid. Fighting to get federal aid. A lot of the things that were in place, dump truck has dismantled or has put a halt on or made it really difficult for people to get any kind of like basic aid.
Who needs
So,
FEMA? FEMA's for pansies. Just pull up by your bootstraps and build your own house.
You don't need food or water. You're fine. Shake it out.
Get some boots. You're fine. Some waiter.
I hope he doesn't start throwing paper towels. That's all I can tell you.
I mean, that'll be tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. There are folks that are trying to like do GoFundMe's, and there's nonprofits that are trying to raise funds for those that are unhoused and displaced because of these storms. So if you want to support that, if you want to support the families and those that are out, the sad thing for me watching this is that there's so many animals too that are out.
Oh,
Just trying to look for food
that hurts my heart.
like that.
That's what I struggle with.
And so, like, it's just like a whole bunch of things that I'm like, God damn. You would think that he would want to help support his fellow man,
He doesn't
but
give a fuck.
these
These are
are
all the people that voted for him. Because they're gonna make it,
Mm.
he was gonna make everybody rich.
Unfortunately, their usefulness to him has passed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And speaking of making people rich, this story makes me happy. This next one. So in Q1, quarter one, which is January to March, Tesla reported that it had lost 71%. 71% of its like income. It's like it didn't meet goal at all. Can you imagine being in that sales department? Oh, you didn't meet the sales goal? I can't figure it out. I think that our CEO is racist. I think he's a Nazi. Anyway, so Elon is going back to Tesla and stepping away from his role in running
Whatever
it is.
Doge.
Doge,
Doge.
doggy. douchebag, whatever it's called. He is still, let us remind you, he is still literally a Nazi. So we're not too sure
Like, I
if
don't know what he thinks he's gonna do. Go back
any
to
of this
Tesla. It's
is
like,
gonna
okay,
fix
cool.
his
Like, I don't. That's not
plans.
gonna fix anything. But
First and foremost, he did not found Tesla. Let's
He just
correct
bought.
that. Um, he bought, and he legally bought the rights to say that he is the founder.
I saw a
yeah,
meme that said he was the kid that had like the PlayStation, the Nintendo, and the Sega, and nobody still would go to his house.
exactly right. I'm like, you may
That is
own a
so true.
company called Tesla, but your shit's very Edison. So,
And so it begins. And many times we have said, if the vote didn't stand, you vote with your dollar. And so, Target, hello, Target. Are you there, Target?
Nope.
such a
8 weeks.
shame.
8 weeks of decline.
Such a
Huh?
shame.
8 weeks of
Shame.
decline. Oh.
It's too
All
bad.
because they decided
Turns
that
out Amazon's
their employees
starting to
didn't
go
need
a
to be
little
nice to
bit
people.
too.
Right.
Especially when you start initiatives and say, we believe in you. And then you say,
Absolutely.
we don't.
We believe in you, but also are right to discriminate against you if we want.
Right.
Ugh.
Wow. Costco though, they've been doing great.
Hey, Costco.
Costco has been.
Hey,
they've been
Costco.
like, yeah. I'm all about it. We are still going to Costco for damn sure.
Hey, Costco. So dump truck got a little weird on Twitter or X or
No, we're gonna keep dead naming it. It's Twitter.
Oh, okay. Oh well, since Elon keeps dead naming his trans child, let's do that. Yeah, on Twitter. Says nothing about Jesus, but rants about the radical left.
It was a weird Easter rant.
And
He was like, "Happy
Oh, yeah.
Easter to all of these people, and this is terrible, and you all suck." And it's like,
He is risen.
I read it like twice, and then I was like, was this written by like a fourth grader?
Probably.
Mm.
Yeah. That's and I mean, look, let's face it. If Jesus were alive, he would actually be a part of the radical left that they are so bent out of shape about.
Yeah, he would get deported.
Yeah.
Like, he was the one flipping
totally
tables and shit at, like,
Plus, I think I would have partied with Jesus because he turned water into wine.
He had all the
like,
cool
that sounds pretty
friends. He had,
cool.
like,
Yeah.
the sex workers and, like, all the badasses, and was in some sort of bisexual relationship with, like, Lazarus. Like, there was all he was like,
And what we're not saying is the cave was like a nightclub,
right.
or a bathhouse, and that's where he was. And then he came out of that bathhouse, and he was like, "Oh shit, it's bright out here."
Now vote.
It's like after all the party drugs like wore off, and he was resurrected. He was like, "Oh, girl,
Yeah, no,
what the fuck?"
He would totally be deported these days.
Yeah.
And yeah, he lied to Mary and all of those people, and he was like, "No, I was at home the whole time. I promise."
What the hell talking about?
So, speaking of weird things, so one time you do it, it's an accident. Second time you do it, is it an accident? So apparently, if you use Signal, it's the thing to do because our government is also using Signal and trading classified information on it.
Just in a group.
And other people
I don't understand why this is
that are not privileged to classified information are also in the group chat.
First time it was a journalist, right?
First off, it was a journalist that happened to be like they added the journalist to the chat. I'm like, do y'all not
And kept them in there.
I'm like,
Kept them
y'all
in there.
don't notice, like, what the fuck? Yeah, this time around it wasn't a journalist.
Screenshots live on forever,
Mhm.
and this.
Mhm.
In this case, was sharing sensitive information. The defense secretary. Let's get that out there. Somebody is supposed to be protecting us.
His job is literally to know better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just want to put that out there for you. He's coming under fire for sharing this information with his wife, lawyer, brother. Just all these people that are not supposed to have access.
Next time it'll be like his manicurist, his therapist.
Right. Just everybody. Everybody. It's like, these are his friends. It's like, he's that person that like assumes that everybody's like his friend just because they cut his hair. You know, like he's like that guy. Right. Oh my God. Did you see?
Or like the person at work that is like, you're my friend. And you're like, bro, we just work together.
I'm like,
calm down.
Did you see the video of him? Like it was a somebody was recording him. He was outside. He was ranting about something, and his kids were just fucking mortified.
Oh yeah, at the
his kids.
No, I haven't seen that.
They're just looking.
His kids were just like, both of them were just like,
oh no!
Oh my God!
This is like the worst case of being embarrassed by your dad.
Yeah, they wanted to crawl into a hole somewhere. They have got to be. And they're.
Can you imagine being in school right now and your dad is supposed to be protecting the country and you're like, Dad, literally your one job.
Oh my God,
Dad. Now you're on the news. Like,
I'll be interested to see what kind of book deals they have in 15 years.
Oh my God.
Trauma.
Oh my God.
That's the title of the book. Co-written by all of them. Trauma.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. My dad was supposed to keep secrets, but he can't.
Well, I remember in the first Trump administration, like, he couldn't keep people. Like, people were getting fired left and right. So
same problem.
I imagine that's what's going to start happening now.
He's doing well. He let go of a whole bunch. He let go of thousands of people.
Well, right now there's no plan to get rid of Hegseth. He's just there,
sitting out there.
And I'm like, y'all are you're seriously gonna keep him? Like nobody sees a problem. Okay, that's fine. There
was a discussion. I was like, is that in a group chat too? Because I
would log into that.
Like, at this point, just give us the password.
They could do it here on the show. Shit.
Yeah,
I feel like I should just hang around Signal long enough. Like if I just use it for things that someone will just add me at some point.
Yeah. Maybe you should just add the defense secretary now.
Maybe I should. See if he can be besties, and then he'll tell me things.
I'm just picturing like everybody's little avatar picture, and then like you and like dragon drag.
Full. Yes.
Oh God.
So yeah. Shout out to Harvard.
Still holding strong.
Holding strong and suing for, if not millions, billions of dollars in federal funds that were being denied to them and their students. So,
yeah.
I wonder if Costco has the funds to jump in there and help Harvard.
Also, if you are someone who has an actual diagnosis of being somewhere on the autism spectrum, RFK Jr. is starting his registry. Lucky you. Because that always ends.
You're automatically added.
Always ends.
No, you're automatically added.
That's what I'm saying. If you have an actual diagnosis, you're lucky. You're gonna be one of the people on that list. It's like a red carpet list. I'm sure
you get to be outed.
Like VIP.
Oh my God, you get to be outed by the vice president.
Oh my God.
Wow, we are just fucking shut up.
Oh yeah, the Pope died over Easter weekend.
That was
a thing too.
He said his words and then he said,
bye.
What was the okay, so somebody help me understand. I kept seeing memes and some headlines that said JD Vance killed the
They
Pope.
apparently had like some sort of a meeting, like JD Vance went and visited him, and then the Pope died very shortly thereafter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the joke is that the Pope was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Yeah.
Heartfelt. He's
like, I literally can't.
You killed a historical figure just by talking.
And as far as popes go, this one was pretty good.
I mean, he wasn't perfect. He was still a Catholic, and he was still the Pope, and there was still a lot of not awesome things that were said. And
he went back and forth.
But
he did. He
for a pope.
As far as popes go, there have been far worse. The fact that this one is now dead means that there's now potential for someone who is far worse to be stepping into that role. So yeah,
conclave and everything.
It'll
be like a Dan Brown novel.
Oh god!
Oh, I want to be the Pope. Can I be the Pope?
No, girl, they won't let you be the Pope.
Oh, come on!
A drag I don't think you'd be fabulous, because I do. And let's be real, a lot of what they wear is not far off.
I've never seen a black Pope, though.
Oh no, there are no. There's no black Catholics.
They're just pagans in drag.
Oh. There's no black Catholics. We don't.
Oh,
that's not a thing. Ooh. If you want to be black and religious, you have to go to Mormonism, because they started letting black folks in 1974. So yes, so you have to be.
And they started letting black people in the commercials around 2000.
Yeah, that got awkward.
There's oh my god.
For who?
There's a woman on Love After Lockup who lives in Utah. She is black. She is Mormon. All of her friends are white. All of them.
Oh.
I think she's probably the only black person in Utah. But she and the dude that she was in love with after he got out of prison, he's from Compton, he's from LA, and she didn't want to move to LA because she was afraid that her kids were all going to end up in gangs because they're black.
Wow.
It was
cringe.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, oh,
yikes.
Girl. I'm and you watch these these white women, and you're like, some of the things that they were saying, I'm like,
oh, she drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah. It was distressing. I mean, fascinating, but distressing.
I bet they make a really good casserole, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. I would watch this. I'm so sorry to just.
Yeah. It's.
I'm not in for trash TV, but I would watch that.
I can't remember what her name is, but you have to, if you look up Love After Lockup and then Google.
Go from there.
Oh, I'm gonna look up all the keywords that you just said.
The one black woman in Utah.
Right. Literally.
That's hilarious.
All right. What gigs do we have coming up?
You're the. Oh, am I the next one? I'm the next one. Tomorrow. It's nearly sold out. So, amen to all of you that have purchased tickets ahead of time. Please know that when you message me tomorrow, I don't have access to get you tickets, nor will I. Because this always happens to me. We do something, and then all of a sudden people are like, oh, well, girl, can you ask them if they could save me a seat?
No.
You're like, that ship has sailed.
No.
Get your own damn shit. No.
And next time it happens to me, I should screenshot it, because it does happen to me quite often. And I'm like, where are you? Because I literally say these things months in advance. Where are you? Save your little $20 and then come on. But anyhow, so tomorrow, drag bingo at Drink Me Tea Room. Doors open at 5:30. We start at 6. promptly
Is that the
at
one in
6,
10P?
believe it or not.
I've been there. It's quite fabulous.
It's a fun little spot for sure. And then on May 2nd, which I believe is that next week already? Oh, Jesus. So yeah, next Friday, I'm going to be in Tucson. I'm going to be emceeing the Entice Burlesque Presents Boundless. I'm very excited about this. I have never hosted a Tucson burlesque show before. So I'm making my Tucson MC debut, which I'm super stoked. And this cast is fantastic. They have an amazing headliner. All the local folks are phenomenal. So if you are in Tucson or you fancy yourself, taking a bit of a road trip, get your tickets because you don't want to miss it. And get your tickets now. Don't wait until the last minute because things like actual seating and things will sell out because it's like they have like
Are we catching the drift
tables,
here?
and then if you just have
buy your
like general
tickets ahead of
admission, I think you might
time?
actually have to stand in the back. So make sure that you get your seats.
Not since Rosa.
Get your seats.
And Freddy will not get tickets.
No, I am not responsible for getting you your shit together. So let's.
So can I message you like that as I'm driving to Tucson, and you can get me some
You can
tickets?
sure as hell try.
You can message me.
You can. I'm like, I probably won't answer, but you can message me. Yeah.
I love the people that know because I always post that I'm getting ready, and then people message me.
Yay, Madame Askew got her ticket. Excellent.
Oh, queen.
Yeah.
That's good. Look at you getting ahead of the game. That's wonderful.
And then
Pass it
on
along.
May 24th is the annual Drag Story Hour Arizona fundraiser, which we are giving folks who watch the show a 20% discount off of your tickets if you go to the ticket things.
Is that the SpongeBob
and then
font?
put in, I don't fucking know, and then put in live 2025 to get your 20% off. This is always a super, super fun fundraiser. We've got some great entertainers lined up. We're going to have some awesome stuff to raffle. If anybody, we're also still looking for raffle prizes, raffle baskets. If you or someone you know is an artist, or if you have or if if someone has a service, if you do massages, if you do haircuts, if you do whatever, and you would like to sponsor a item, please let me know, and we can get that situated and taken care of.
Wait, pause.
How family friendly is this event?
It's 18 and over.
Okay. I am happy to donate a print for most of my prints have naked people in them, so I was like,
correct. Yes, no. It's 18 plus. So yes, if you would love to donate something, that would be amazing. Folks would love it. Folks would absolutely love it.
Thanks. We didn't mean to put you on the spot, but we meant to put you on the spot.
But get your tickets to that early. We're hoping to surpass the amount of tickets that were sold last year, and we're hoping to surpass I think we raised, what was it, 3,000 last year?
Nice.
That sounds
we
good.
are hoping to beat that this year.
Who's the money
because Drag Story Hour.
Nice.
Yeah, it goes to Drag Story Hour. It allows us to continue with programming because a lot of times we do traveling. It allows us to get new books, training, all sorts of stuff. So it all goes back into being able to pay our storytellers and stuff as well. Yeah, so it does.
They get paid?
No, I'm just kidding. Don't hurt us, Michelle. But yeah, no, it is a good cause, and Drag Story Hour is very important right now for those of you who might not necessarily be aware of, kind of what we do. If you're not aware, then where the hell have you been, first of all? But also, we promote things.
And you listen to this podcast?
Right? We promote things like early literacy, inclusivity,
children learning to read,
right? Diversity, acceptance, all of these amazing things that are so important right now, and visibility, because kids, if you've never been to a Drag Story Hour, watching kids of all ages like see someone that kind of looks like them or is sparkly like them or whatever, seeing that person like they're, oh my God, these kids love it. Love it.
Jesse says the Queer Center will donate.
That would be amazing, Jesse. That would be absolutely amazing.
You're gonna make Michelle squeal. She is gonna watch this and be like,
I know,
overjoyed.
she's gonna be so excited. Madam Askew, it is Saturday, May 24th. The doors open at 6 p.m. The drag show starts at 7. We figure get folks in. People can look at raffle baskets and all that good stuff. Show starts at 7.
So is it like a silent auction type deal?
Nope. You buy raffle tickets and you put them in like the jars, and then we pick the raffle ticket out of the jar. That's how that works. Live 2025 is your code to be able to get 20% off. If you go to Drag Story Hour Arizona on Facebook or any of the socials, I believe the ticket link is in there. If you search for it, you should be able to come up. I posted it. I think Felicia has posted it. I will post it again as well. But we would love to see folks come out and support this amazing organization. And we're going to be done early enough that if you want to go out and like, go to the bars or whatever afterwards, we're going to be done early enough that you can do that. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Or just take us out to dinner. That's fine.
And this is at the tea room?
It is not.
Where's it at?
Downtown Phoenix, and that is all I'm allowed to say publicly.
Okay. Details
because we have the details. Unfortunately, the details only get released to people that buy tickets.
Smart.
Yes, because people. So we do have, it is actually a very nice venue. It is, but it's not a bar. I'm just gonna put that out there. It is downtown Phoenix.
It's not a club.
It's not a bar, not a club, whatever. There will be like snacks and beverages available to people if you would like to, have a snack and or a beverage during the show. So, but it is a fun little, thing. But yeah, it's if you do buy a ticket, you will get all of the details sent to you. I wish we could be like, hey, it's going to be at this place, but we can't do that.
Right, but the world sucks right now.
I don't even know where it's at. They won't tell me.
So, also upcoming guests, next Wednesday, we have Christopher.
Maybe not.
Never mind. I lied.
Maybe I have not asked him, on his Facebook. He experienced.
I saw that. No, never mind. So never mind. Ignore that.
He may not be here.
Never mind. Forgot I said anything. Just
sending.
Ignore that. Ignore all of that.
Thoughts and prayers, not the politician way, but in a loving way.
So,
to him and his family.
Never mind.
So
pretend I didn't say anything. So there we go. Thank you, of course, Eric, for joining us tonight. We appreciate you so much. And again, make sure that everybody is following Eric. And if you see any of the workshops or whatever come up, go do the thing. Whatever it is,
and we'll be sure to share.
Go support, queer local artists. Do the thing. If you always want to learn how to draw figures, writing, any of the things, right? Just go do the thing. If nothing else, it's a good way to connect with other folks and be around like-minded humans. So
yes, and if you're nervous about I don't feel like I draw very well. There are literally all skill levels in the classes, and I'm just meeting everybody where they're at. And the whole point is to have fun and get out of the scary world for a couple hours and just enjoy ourselves.
I love that.
Nobody's getting graded.
Well, I'm judging harshly, especially if it's Freddy.
Wow.
Always.
Wow.
Well, thank you for
We
having
listen
me
and we judge all the time.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hopefully we've earned you some new followers and some new fans.
We love that.
Yeah.
So thank you, of course, to everybody who watched us tonight live. For the facts, the folks that caught us on the replay that are going to be listening to the podcast.
Hi, Michelle.
We appreciate all of you so much. And we will see you next week for your Wednesday night
Good
conversation.
night.
Good night.